Do you want to know how to strengthen family relationships? Well, in 2009, I was on a BBC documentary called The World's Strictest Parents. Yep, I was one of those. And I'm going to share a reaction video today on one of the parts of that episode where we are definitely doing some family relationship strengthening. And then I want to share with you some key things that you can do to strengthen family relationships at your house. So the BBC in England brought two troubled teens to our home. They were both ages 17, named Hannah and James. And on the first day of the program, we told them that we were going to go on an outing to meet with my family. So it happened to be Memorial Day, which is a holiday in the United States. And so we were going to have a big barbecue up the canyon. My parents were camping in the mountains, and all of my siblings and some of the nieces and nephews and stuff like that came to be up there, and we did so many fun things. But I want you to see the reaction of James. Now, you're not going to see Hannah in this clip, and there is a reason. You won't see me in the clip either, actually. So I was at home with Hannah because Hannah went completely out of control. She decided that she did not want to accept a no answer that we gave her, and because of that, she started having a big teenage tantrum. And we have a rule in our family that if you go completely out of control and you choose to lose your privileges, which she did do, you don't get privileges. You don't get to go on special outings and things like that. So she's missing this. It made her kind of sad that she had to miss that. We did some fun things here up in the canyon with some of this footage you're going to see. But what I want you to focus on is James's reaction and my family's reaction to him and what he gets from this experience. I've got my laptop here, so let's take a look at this clip.
Memorial Day is a nationwide family holiday.
James, come and meet everybody. This is Nicoleen's father. His name is Nick.
Your name is?
James.
James. Happy to meet you. Welcome.
And this is her mother right there.
At home, James spends hardly any time with his close relations.
So I have to stop this for a second. Do you notice when he meets my parents are like, hey, what's your name? And they're just really welcoming. This is totally my family. I love my family. They are so awesome. My parents are just the sweetest, most welcoming people. In fact, you don't see this, but later in the program, they have James and Hannah over, and they do like a Japanese class with them because my dad's a Japanese teacher. He's a professor, and have them over to their house and stuff. And there's so many things you don't get to see in the program. But James and Hannah really fell in love with my parents. Sadly, Hannah did not get to meet them here. But you see James checking his appearance. He shakes a hand, checks his appearance. Appearance was really important for him. And so, he wanted to look good. I think that probably was a sign of, wanting to respect them. I think he was feeling like, oh, I want to be respectful to them, but he also wanted to make the best impression possible. And I think that shows you something about James. I mean, he really, truly wants to make a good go of this. I think he and his mother had a really good talk before he came on this program, saying, hey, we've got to make some changes here. We've got to see if we can work out some of these behaviors, and if not, it might not even work for us anymore. And he's just such a good boy. I mean, he's a man now, but he was a good young man and just really was amazed by what was going on. And you hear him mention there that, we just don't do stuff like this in my family. So let's go ahead and watch what else is happening here.
Me and my family never do anything like this. We used to, with my dad and his ex-wife, but now, we don't do much anymore. We all do our own thing.
It's the end of James's first day living with the Pecks and their strict rules.
Being a bit strict, with what she's wearing and that, because people just wear what they wear and feel what they feel comfortable in, I think.
Well, I didn't know if you had any different ideas of how we might be able to get her past that. We hope we can. We're kind of sad she's missing all this.
Well, the family, I think they're quite nice, really. The woman does my head in a little bit, but the rest of them, the dad's all right. But at the end of the day, I've got to stay with them until next week. I might as well make the most of it while I'm here and save any arguments and just get along with them.
Okay, so we see James here. deciding, I've got to stay with them for the whole week, so I might as well get along with them. And he's deciding he really likes Spencer, actually. He's not sure about me yet because I'm the one who's saying we've got to be calm and, following through about the family standard and stuff. Spencer is too, but he just had a little bit of time with Spencer, and they interviewed him after he and James went for a walk, and they had a chance to talk with each other. And Spencer came home from that, and he said, he is such a great young man, and we really had a good opportunity to just talk about family and about what he's seeing in our family versus what he has in his family. And he's seeing that the relationships are different. I mean, he's looking around and he's seeing grandma and grandpa who've been married for 40 years. And he's seeing, all the siblings all married to somebody with children. Everybody's together being happy, talking. Nobody is drinking or smoking or anything. It's a totally different kind of party than he would normally go to. Everybody's understanding. We did things like archery up there, and, they had all kinds of different activities that they were doing, and he saw a glimpse of life that was different for him. I mean, for his first day, he saw, wait a minute, a family can be like this and it's real, and I think it made an impression upon him. And over time, I think he starts to like me. But right there, he wasn't 100% sure yet because I seemed a little bit more like the heavy, I think. And Spencer was asking him, hey, how can we reach out to Hannah? What do you think? Is there a way that we can help get her over this hump so that she'll choose to just, be calm and be okay and have a good experience? I love that my husband's asking that question because that totally shows his personality. That shows how we build and strengthen family relationships in our family. We are the type of family that really does care where somebody's at. I mean, it's not about our way or the highway. It's about, okay, where are you at? What do you need? What learning do you need? What skills do you need? How can we help you through this? I mean, we definitely care, and having that good, open communication is vital for building strong relationships. So what do we see in this video that is a good lesson for building strong relationships? So number one, we see family activities. If the family does not have activities together that are wholesome, healthy, and really functional and productive and loving, then they don't have something to go for. Those activities give them a picture of what they always want to have for the future. So now that my own children are growing and leaving the nest and getting married, they're like, oh, Mom, I just want to come home for this holiday. Oh, Mom, can we just get together with you for a camping trip? Oh, Mom, because those are the things that it means to have family. And they say, I want these things for my family. That's what they want. They want to create those same types of bonds that are nurtured and grown through these shared experiences of family activities that we have together. But also just the conversation, talking with each other, being welcoming and open and loving to everybody. Sure, we have our standards. We have dress codes and we don't smoke and stuff like that in our family. But that doesn't mean we're not open to everybody and that we're not appreciating everybody's value and differences, because we definitely are. That good open communication is key, really important. We make a lot of good eye contact that helps with family relationships and strengthening those relationships together. One key thing that we do in our family is we create a family vision. So we say, who are we? Where are we going? And we create a picture for the future of who our family is becoming. We shared that picture with Hannah and James when they first got to our house. So he had that picture and now this experience. He's able to see us practicing or working on becoming that family that we wanted to be 20 years in the future. So really powerful experience for him. And I think his heart was touched that night as he was with my family. James truly has just become an inspiring person. He found so many parts of himself in our home that he went on to make such big changes in his life, changes for the better. I mean, he really was a success story from this World's Strictest Parents program. Maybe they wanted to show drama to people, but they changed lives. He changed his relationship with his mom. mom. He went home. His mom was close to kicking him out because things weren't going well. And he went home. He said, you know, everything's about family here and I want to fix my family. And he and his mom are so close now. And he and his sister and his family, and he knows the value of family. And this moment on day one was a start of him really having a new appreciation for what family could be. And his eyes are starting to open. And it's beautiful to see what he's become. So how do you strengthen relationships in your families? What are your favorite family activities that you do together? How about you list some of those ideas in the comments so that other people can follow your example and do fun family activities together too? We need to share our ideas so that we can constantly keep strengthening those family bonds that we have together. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and for sure go watch some of my other reaction videos for the World's Strictest Parents episode that I was on, because they have some great lessons in them as well. If you want to find more about teaching children self-government, about creating strong family bonds, then go to my website, teachingselfgovernment.com. And on that website, there's some free resources and there's other articles and courses, things like that that you can teach to get your family on the track to being united. Creating a house united for your family changes everybody's future.